You immediately snapping back into the have plenty of energy. Lovely turn in midfield, but then running into too much traffic. The ball cleared long over the top in a momentary lack of communication there between Niakate and Diarra, but they finally sorted themselves out. Dieng now spreads the ball over to the right-hand side. There's a momentary overload here for Mali. The ball into the channel, but too much on it. Sinioko is not going to get anywhere near that one. That will go out for a Ghana goal kick. Certainly at the moment the Ghana, basically they've got 3 games left. They win those 3 games, they will be qualified, and they'll qualify by at least 3 points from everyone else. The real problem is if in this game, if they don't win here tonight, it brings Mali back into the equation. It also means that everyone breathing down their neck ahead of those last 2 rounds of matches coming up next month. They don't want to be going to Central African Republic needing something from the game. Certainly the way they've been playing. Remember, it's only a 4-3 thriller, including a Jordan Ayew hat-trick that got them past a spirited Central African Republic side. Back on a match day 4. And as we know, Comoros will be tricky as well. There's an interesting cross-field ball across his own penalty area there from Yerenki. Scruffy from Ghana. Mali now back in control. Advancing onto the edge of the area. Eventually, though, Doumbia just running into too much traffic, surrounded by, what, 3-4 yellow shirts. Trying to play on the edge of the area, and the foul's been given. The initial point of contact clearly outside the area. Sinioko can't believe it's not a penalty. I think the referee. Edge of the penalty area. Tom Fleet looks on anxiously as his side line up this free kick. It'll be interesting to see just who takes ownership of this one. It's crying out for a left foot, isn't it? Benjamin Asare doing his best to organise his wall. There's a veritable committee over the ball at the moment. Oh, there's a sweeper in there behind the wall as well. Looks like Gideon Mensah has drawn the short straw on that one. Now Doumbia standing over this. It's like Dante as well. Dante smashes it straight into the wall. Doumbia on the volley. Ayew. So Mensah nicely played out to Semenyo. Semenyo holding the ball up. Now goes the crossfield ball. That's a brilliant ball from Semenyo. The keeper off his line. Kudus cuts inside. And the return pass just not quite going where it wanted to go. 6 yellow shirts up here already, though. Wonderful piece of play from Antoine Semenyo, holding the ball up and spotting a stupendous pass there, cross field to the right. And in the foul goes against Thomas Partey. Jumping in front of the free kick taker as he tried to take the set piece, which is well, I think that's his last chance saloon, Thomas Partey. Headed out from the back, and again Sharp with the press, being led by Semenyo and Kudus at the moment. Interesting that Jordan Ayew's hitting a little bit deeper than those two at the moment. Slight change of shape from previous matches. Ball into the channel. Mensah pointing in the wrong direction as well, actually, to clear that one down the line. Now Kamara slightly sold his teammate short, and again a chance here for Ghana on the counter attack, but Yerenki couldn't find the pass. Still in possession though. Partey turns, looks left, changes direction, goes out to the right instead. Lovely pass for Yerenki again, and then he smashes it across. Straight out of play for a throw. The right idea, trying to get that cross in early. And I think Otto Addo might be fairly happy with how things are going so far. Ghana still on the attack. Yerenki finding some good positions, needs more precision though in the final third. Kudus now. The crowd getting up on their feet. Kudus faced with two. Yerenki. Oh dear. Well, he had the opportunity to hit the cross and just didn't. Hesitated. Took the ball into trouble and then passed it straight out to play. And so far, the approach work has been pretty good from Ghana. But once they get there, it's somewhat lacking, at least so far. Early doors though. Just feel the crowd starting to get into this one. Game back underway. Diarra bringing the ball out of his box. Again, slightly short on the pace with the pass. Living dangerously there, Ghana. Yerenki forced backwards, eventually finds the ball to Sibo. Not the best of layoffs there either. The feeling that Ghana, they're doing all the right things. It's maybe a little bit of anxiety sitting in there, but in forward areas now. Kudus comes forward. Yerenki, but again, not enough on the pass from Kudus this time, selling his teammate slightly short. Semenyo comes across. He of the long throw. This is calling for a fresh, perhaps slightly cleaner ball, slightly better grip. Let's see how he's doing with that one. But he's absolutely launched that into the area. Good defending from Mali. Yerenki heads the ball back into the danger area, but then two teammates go with the same ball and rather get in each other's way. Lovely turn from Kamara. Pings a nice ball over to that right-hand side as well. All of a sudden, a bit of space opens up for the Eagles. Koulibaly. Back inside to Kamara. And now being able to turn on the ball. Coming forwards here. It's Mamadou Fofana, in fact, wandering forwards in open play. Kudus just clipped there by Kamara, tried to did his best to continue rather than rolling around on the floor. Now you're trying to play on the turn. Struggled to get in the game so far. A bit surprised that many didn't have a foul given against him there as Kudus now brings the ball up to the edge of the area. Here's Urenki, puts the ball across goal and just a little bit ahead of Semenyo. Better from Ghana. Corner taken quickly. Here's Kudus now. Kudus runs at his man, skins one, sends it up to the back post. The keeper off his line does really well there to avert the danger. Now Mensah. To try and turn the screw here. You need to keep Ali pinned back and at arm's length. Urenki. There's a slight miscontrol from Semenyo. A bit too much on the pass, maybe. Semenyo had a fine start to the season with Bournemouth in the Premier League. Scored a fantastic brace against defending champions Liverpool at Anfield on the opening day of the season. And he's scored again since as well. He's in a hot streak of form. As we go back for Ujigui Diarra. He's asking for some medical attention. Semenyo gets some instructions from the coaching staff. Now they're good in the half. Here's another look at the opportunity a moment ago. Lovely play from Kudus, getting past his man, sending a nice ball up to the back post. Must have been some contact with the keeper there somewhere, in theory. Delaying the game for, anyway. Midway through the first half, unsurprisingly, 0-0 here. Unorthodox throwing technique, but it seemed to work. Getting the ball down the line. Kudus eventually crowded out, but now ball well won by Sibo in anticipated what? Semenyo immediately 2 green shirts on it, and there is some little bit too bitey in the tackle. Sorry, Jordan Ayew. The man getting felled there. noise rising to a crescendo. Not the best of deliveries for the free kick, but it will be a Ghana corner. Somewhat surprised, just the 5 yellow shirts in the area for this, 2 in the 6-yard box, 3 more by the penalty spot. Semenyo being as awkward as possible in there. It's a big unit to try and move out of the way as well. Now it's thumped in. Oh, and just wide of the upright. Good movement in the 6-yard box. Well, it looked like it was Salisu who got the final. Just managed to wriggle free of his marker. Dominated by the home side. Mali living off scraps of possession at the moment. Goes down, we're going to get first yellow card of the game as well, going to Jonas Ajeti. The Basel centre-back. This one. Two. Just to make certain. Free kick comes in, headed away. Now you then blocking the attempted return cross. Certainly it's been in this group, it's certainly to an extent anyway, a welcome return to form for Ghana. Oh, giving the ball, running into trouble just outside your own penalty area, not what the doctor ordered for the Blackstars. Eventually goes out for a Ghana throw. There has been a big change, shall we say, in their fortunes after finishing bottom of their Africa Cup of Nations qualification group, behind Angola and Sudan, who of course qualified for the final tournament, behind Niger even. Ghana going through 6 matches without winning a single game. In that one, 3 draws, 3 losses. Only scored 3 goals in those 6 matches as well. And certainly make that right by sealing qualification to the World Cup. For what would be their 5th World Cup appearance, as Kudus tries a cross, goes out for a corner. Ghana have qualified for 4 of the last 5 World Cups. They only missed out in Russia in 2018. Round of 16, 2006, to the quarterfinals 2010. Went out in the group stage in Brazil and in Qatar. They'll be able to do better in the bigger expanded format coming up next summer in the USA, Canada and Mexico, I wonder. Oh, we've got a Mali player on the floor on the edge of the 6-yard box. Semenyo goes to see if Kamara's okay. I'm sure he is. Coach Sunfi shrugs his shoulders. Just can't really give a foul when the ball is not in play. Half an hour in, the corner going to be swung in left-footed. No one at the back post though for Ghana. Oh, nice ball. I think the shot comes in, but always going wide from Ayew, who's trying to claim a corner from a deflection, but getting nothing. Glorious pass from Gideon Mensah, by the way, on that left-hand side to pick out AU. The atmosphere still bubbling nicely. The ball launched long. Kudus doing so well again to win the ball. Oh, just too much on that final touch. But he has been a live wire in the opening 30 minutes here. Then the ball given away by Marley. AU plays a 1-2. Looks for support. Ghana trying not to be too hasty here. Partey turns in midfield. Plays it into Kudus. Partey again, this time to Sibo. Sibo drives into the gap. AU with his back to goal. Now he can turn, but he's a good 35, 40 metres out now. Picks out Partey on this nearer side. Got the Jetty moving up from the defence as well. Koulibaly just tugged back by the centre-back. Clip forward, headed away by Kirenki this time. Better spell this for the last few minutes now for Mali. They had been pinned right back, but all of a sudden a little bit of possession and perhaps relax comparatively. See how humid it is from the perspiration. I think there might be a case to be made for a humidity break instead. High defensive line from the Blackstars here. Nasare looks on. Not the best of deliveries, but then not played out from the back particularly well either. Kudus does well again to shield the ball and managed to turn out of trouble. And finds the pass, and now Ghana can charge forward. Lots of yellow shirts flooding forwards. Ball spread out to the left-hand side. Needs a good cross. Oh, and the ball just given away. What a waste. Ball given away again. It's a bit sloppy this from Ghana. And now space on that right hand side. The ball pumped in first time, but cleared by Jiku. Poor first touch allows AU to nip in and steal the ball. Then he gets the free kick as well. And that's really sloppy. No chance for Kurenki on that one. A little bit of impatience from the home fans as well. Up those stands behind each goal. That's better. Now a long ball over the top, and I think we're going back. Maybe for a foul in the Ghana half. Jordan Ayew just clipped. Completely off the ball as well. All launched long over the top. Kurenki deciding against the taking on his man. Oh, another sloppy pass, just kept in play. But now that gives Mali a chance to close things down. Oh, lovely play from Ayew. Clipped over the top, headed out of danger. Sido claiming too much of Kamara's shirt. Now there is an opportunity here for Mali on the counter-attack. Traoré. Can't get past Mensah. Safety first there from Traoré. A bit too safe, perhaps. Good ball out, though, from Diarra. And a nice interception from Aliou Dieng, the Al Ahly midfielder. Amazing, I think he's still only 27, Aliou Dieng. Feels like he's been around forever. Beautifully taken out of the air. Kurenki back inside. Now a longer ball over the top, bit too much on it though, and that will go out for a goal kick. And 6.5 minutes to go before half time here, still 0-0. And to be honest, neither goalkeeper has really had a save of note to make so far. So you've got two good teams very much cancelling each other out at the moment. Ghana at times that's sloppy in possession. Diarra playing it short out of the back. Has that gone out of play? No, says the linesman. But it looked tight. And after all that, it's actually turned into a fantastic bit of keep ball this from Mali. And then just the final pass. The wrong side of the defender. And Koulibaly just clips the Jetties at heels there. Well, the rules... Just a couple of free kicks up into the humid night air. Nice ball clipped over the top, looking for Semenyo. He gets to this one. First touch not the best, now he looks up for support. Urenki. Thomas Partey. And the referee taking a moment to decide on that one. Looks like Partey was just clipped as he tried to dance past. For Rory Doumbia. He's throwing the ball away with a bit of frustration. Got some hot heads on the Mali bench. Mohamed Kamara being completely ignored by the referee. Ball goes in. You've already got a Mali player on the floor long before the ball actually reached the area. Hassan Koulibaly just down in the D. Well, I've been hearing a lot of the referee's whistle in the last few minutes. Ali Luxolo. Busy man with his whistle. Long ball out from the Eagles, but that's easily enough taken by Benjamin Asare. Many are unable to latch onto that one. Ayew does well to win the ball. Sibo dispossessed. Now Mali in behind. It looked like as Sibo lost his balance, maybe his head clipped his foot or something, I'm not sure. And I've no idea while Djigui Diarra is remonstrating with his own bench there. I'm a bit surprised it hasn't. Well, the shot comes in from distance and the keeper, well, a slight fumble. A shout of encouragement from Alexander Djiku as well for Asare. And he calmly rolls the ball out. Sibo will be a little bit wary of losing the ball again. Certainly this side of half-time. Quickly lays it off first touch instead of running into trouble. Now Kudus will try and get in behind here. Kudus trying to use some pace. Still Kudus goes down in the byline. Kudus with the cutback and on the turn, brilliant save. And I think deflected out for a corner. No, goal kick. Wantan Semenyo wanting a corner. Fana looking like he got across just in time. Not spotted by the referee. No VAR, of course, so no second chances. It's all on first glance. So into first half stoppage time. Over half a minute into the 2 minutes added on by the officials. Ghana just created arguably their best chance of the first half. Still goalless here in Accra, but Ghana have dominated possession largely. They've been a bit sloppy at times, though, allowing Mali back into the game. I wouldn't say either side have done enough to deserve a goal, certainly to deserve a lead. Sibo almost dispossessed again, mind you. He's getting a bit of a hospital ball there. Semenyo, well, half blocks the clearance completely inadvertently with the back of his head. The ball eventually spins out to Diakite. Diakite now over halfway. Half a minute to go here. Ali Dieng keeping it simple. I think Mali will be happy with 0-0 at half-time, to be perfectly honest. Crowd, by the way, getting more and more boisterous as this first half goes on. All it needs now is a goal from the Black Stars, and the touch paper will be well and truly lit. And the referee, after that foul from Kwasi Sibo, decides that is enough for the first half here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Ghana, as things stand, remain top of African World Cup qualifying Group I. Currently here at the Accra Sports Stadium, it's Ghana 0, Mali 0.